There is a way to move in any room without asking for permission. You stop trading in feelings, and you start trading in proof. You stop explaining and you start delivering. People can try to box you in, but boxes don't hold a person who ships on a schedule and controls the picture others see. That is how you become hard to slow, hard to bend, and impossible to quietly erase. Start by taking back what you can control today. Your posture, your calendar, and your receipts. Posture is calm voice and short lines. Calendar is 2 billed windows each day that nothing touches. Receipts are the small, visible wins you can show without a speech. When you hold these 3, pressure loses air. The room begins to plan around you. People judge the picture first. If you look scattered and always available, they will treat you as free time. If you look focused and steady, they step aside because timing punishes those who get in your way. Machiavelli said it in plain terms. Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand, because it belongs to everybody to see you, to few to come in touch with you. So give them something clean to see, results they can't argue with. Make a tiny proof kit and keep it ready. 1 before, after. Image with a timestamp. 1 30-second clip of the result working. 1 line with a number and a date. When a thread turns emotional, post 1 item from the kit and point to the next checkpoint. The kit ends drama without you raising your voice. Use a simple test before you take any request. Ask, what moves the main metric by next week? If it doesn't move the number, it doesn't get prime time. If it does, you shape it into a small deliverable with a clear end. Your language stays exact. I can do X by Friday. New items go in a second block. You're not rude, you're precise. Type in the comments. Proof before promises. I move on schedule. Hold your standards when praise arrives. Praise is not payment. It is a feeling. Thank people and attach motion. Appreciate it. Next review is Thursday with the 20% target. Praise turns useful when it fuels the cadence. Without cadence, praise melts into talk. Hold your standards when pushback hits. Pushback is not a verdict. It is a request for proof. Offer a small A/B with 1 metric and a 1-week window. If someone still wants a speech, repeat the plan and go build. Debates end when receipts begin. Detachment is a quiet weapon. You do not fight every rumor. You do not chase every chat. You do not defend every choice. You return to the schedule and let the next delivery speak. A person who can keep building while others are loud becomes dangerous in a good way, calm, exact, and hard to stop. You also need a line between help and rescue. Help is a clear task with a clear end. Rescue is an endless fire that eats your week and makes you the villain if you stop. Before you accept a quick favor, ask 3 things. What is the deliverable? Who owns the rest? What drops to make room? If answers are foggy, offer a scoped mini review or a paid triage slot. Real urgency accepts structure. Fake urgency argues. Give yourself more edges by subtracting drag. Kill 1 leak each week. A vague meeting, a forever thread, a missing checklist. Each leak removed returns time to the engine. Time in the engine becomes speed. Speed becomes confidence. Confidence becomes quiet power. Never let your wins depend on someone else's keys. Borrow reach. Own your engine. Keep your process, your direct line to users or clients, and your admin access in your hands. Share outcomes, not recipes. If someone says, "We need your full method to support you better," counter with a small pilot. 1 metric, 1 price, 1 week. Real partners accept results. Controllers want your switch. When you must make a hard change, reset terms, end a role, shrink scope, do it once, calmly and completely. A cut that drags turns into gossip. A clean cut turns into a fact. After the cut, Give benefits in steady steps. People remember steady steps. They forget the noise that tried to stop them. Pick a lane when choices collide. Neutrality looks soft but drains your force. Choose speed or scope, quality or volume, build or sell, and set the first checkpoint. If a room wants to argue, invite a tiny test that decides. Sides backed by proof become respect. Fog backed by feelings becomes delay. Guard your name from contempt by avoiding two habits: inconsistency and neediness. Inconsistency is changing your rules every week. Neediness is flooding people with long messages to get agreement. Replace both with a small set of visible standards: a price floor, a scope limit, a response window, a meeting length. Standards teach people how to treat you. Write in the comments: boundaries steady, results on schedule. Select allies by delivery, not charm. Give a 1-hour task with a date. If it lands clean, cool, give more. If it drifts or arrives with excuses, keep them outside the engine. Your circle should be doers and truth-tellers. Spectators and storytellers can cheer from the stands. If guilt hits when you hold a line, check the facts. Did you deliver what you said? Did you offer fair options? Did you set the next date? If yes, release the guilt. That feeling is the echo of your old habit of saying yes to everything. Replace the habit with a rule. Small promise. Clean delivery. Next checkpoint. Stop trying to win people who benefit from your weakness. Some only liked the version of you that gave them free speed. Let them fade. Your job is to build with those who value outcomes. Outcomes generate allies you didn't know you had. People who plan around your schedule because your schedule is real. Machiavelli's hard edge about human nature should also sit in your mind as a shield. It is much safer to be feared than loved, when, of the two, either must be dispensed with. Read feared today as respected, for clear lines. You don't bully, you keep standards. People relax around clear lines because they can plan. Love swings with weather. Respect grows with consistent delivery. Design a week that looks like a factory, not a fire. 2 deep work blocks for building. 1 brief window for messages. 1 review slot for the main metric. 1 snapshot at week's end. The number that moved and the next date. The snapshot makes your progress visible to busy minds. Busy minds reward what they can see. Protect your power with second paths. 1 backup vendor. 1 backup channel. 1 alternate tool. Test 1 backup monthly. If a storm hits, you switch, you don't panic. Prepared people look lucky because they built margin when it was quiet. When you miss, correct in public with a smaller slice inside 72 hours. Missed Tuesday. Shipping reduced version Thursday. Full target moves to Monday. Corrections beat apologies because they change the calendar. People trust what changes the calendar. Keep your hands off public spats. They cost hours and buy nothing. Share the receipt, credit helpers, set the next date, and return to work. Your future needs momentum, not victory in a thread. Learn faster than copycats. When they copy your last move, change shape, reorder features, raise the quality bar, or pull a date forward. The first mover gets attention. The faster learner keeps it. End every day with 3 lines: what shipped, what moved, what I'll stop. The stop line is where your force returns. Most limits are not walls, they are drains. Remove a drain, gain a day. This is the posture that makes you hard to limit. Calm voice, visible proof, tight standards, and a clock the room can set itself by. You don't need permission. You need receipts. You don't need drama. You need a small win on Thursday. Powerful rooms respect proof and steady standards. Keep both in your hands. The move now is simple. Act in clean steps. Cut once when you must. Pick a side when it matters. and build a circle that tells you truth instead of sweet lies. When a situation turns messy, end the pain in one clean pass and deliver value in steps after. Machiavelli wrote, "For injuries ought to be done all at one time. Benefits ought to be given little by little." Do the hard reset once, scope, access, or terms, then show small wins on a schedule. Many tiny cuts create drama. One calm decision creates order. Write this in the comments as your pledge. Clean decisions now, results on schedule. Do not float when stakes rise. Neutrality looks safe. It leaves you with no allies. Take a side that you can prove within a week. Machiavelli warns against sitting on the fence. A prince wins prestige for being a true friend or a true enemy. This policy is always more advantageous than neutrality. In today's terms, choose speed or scope, quality or volume, then post a checkpoint and move. Once you choose, make it easy for others to help. Give allies a small task, one metric, one date. Thank them by name when the number moves. You are not chasing approval. You are building a pattern people can join. Keep your posture slow and exact. 2 seconds of silence before hard answers. Short lines. Present tense. Calm tone reads as control, and control buys you time to land the next receipt. If a thread pulls you into debate, switch to a test. 1 week AB, one number decides. People can argue with words. They rarely fight a clean result. Drop this in the comments as your line. Proof before promises. Boundaries steady. Guard your name by avoiding 2 traps: inconsistency and neediness. Inconsistency is changing rules every week. Neediness is long messages begging for agreement. Replace both with visible standards: price floor, scope limit, response window, meeting length. Standards teach people how to treat you. Turn praise into motion and pushback into tests. When someone praises you, say thanks and attach a date. Appreciate it. Review Thursday. When someone doubts you, offer a small pilot with 1 metric. Praise and doubt are both noise until they feed your cadence. Endings matter. When you must change terms or close a loop, do it once, clearly and completely. After that, let time cool the room while your small wins arrive. You don't need a speech. You need the next receipt. Your circle decides your speed. Keep 2 truth-tellers who can speak plainly. Invite their notes on a fixed day, then act on 1 fix within a week. This keeps you sharp without losing authority. Machiavelli wrote it directly about flatterers. There is no other way of guarding oneself from flatterers except letting men understand that to tell you the truth does not offend you. But when everyone may tell you the truth, respect abates. Truth from a few on your signal. That's the rule. Use a small proof kit so you never argue for long. A before, after with timestamps, a 30-second clip of the result working, and 1 line with a number and the next date. When talk spins, post 1 item and return to the schedule. Protect your engine while you work with strong players. Share outcomes, not recipes. Keep admin keys and data under your control. If someone asks for full process to support you, counter with a bounded pilot. 1 metric, 1 week, 1 price. Real partners accept results. Controllers want your switch. Do not rescue chaos. Help only with a clear deliverable and a clear end. Before you say yes to a quick favor, ask 3 things. What is the output? Who owns the rest? What drops to make room? If answers are foggy, offer a small paid triage or decline with a calm line. I can't this week. Book a scoped review next Wednesday. Pick moments that carry weight and make them visible. Post 1 snapshot every 2 weeks. The number that moved and the next date. Busy minds follow patterns they can see. Patterns create trust. Trust creates room for your next move. Use Timing like a tool. Make hard changes right after a small win or just before a natural reset. New sprint, quarter, release. People accept direction more easily when the board just flipped or is about to. If you miss, correct fast. Shrink scope. Set a new date inside 72 hours. Ship a reduced slice if needed. Corrections beat apologies because they change tomorrow. Choose allies by delivery, not charm. Give a tiny task. If it lands clean, give more. If it drifts, keep them friendly, but outside your engine. Your inner circle should be doers and truth-tellers. Design your week so momentum survives bad days. 2 deep work blocks. 1 brief window for messages. 1 metric review. This rhythm keeps your progress alive when energy dips. Avoid public spats. Post the receipt, name helpers, set the next date, and go back to work. Your future needs movement more than victory in a thread. If someone tries to shame your boundary as not team-friendly, point to the rules that actually help everyone. On-time delivery, clean handoffs, clear scope, short meetings. Those rules serve teams and users. Your lines protect those rules. When power pushes, be warm in tone and hard in terms. Happy to help within the agreed scope. New items go in a separate block with a price and date. You are not harsh. You are exact. Track 3 signals to know when to pull back. Their deadlines move while yours must stay fixed. Credit flows up and blame flows down. Urgent appears only when you're busy. 2 signals mean stop donating speed. Offer a paid pilot. If they refuse, step away without noise. Store wins where people can't erase them. Save process notes, numbers, and results in your system. When rooms change, your proof travels with you. Know when to show and when to stay quiet. Show when you land a step that moves the number. Stay quiet when noise wants a reaction. Detachment keeps your hands free for the next build block. If your side takes a hit, do not hide. Post 1 sentence of ownership and 1 change in behavior with a date. Then deliver. People forgive what you fix. They punish what you excuse. Close projects cleanly. 1 page with what shipped, where it lives, and who owns next. Revoke access you no longer need. Archive the thread. Loose ends turn into leaks that drain the next week. Type this in the comments as your promise. I act in 1 clean pass and prove on schedule. Rooms don't stop you. Weak circles and soft terms do. Build a circle that carries weight. Set terms that survive pressure, and keep your leverage where no one can quietly take it. You'll become hard to slow because your proof keeps landing and your position keeps improving. Start with your circle. Who stands near you shapes how others read you. Pick doers and truth-tellers. Test everyone with a tiny task and a date. If it lands clean, give more. If it drifts or returns with excuses, keep them outside the engine. Your image rises when your team delivers without you narrating every step. Machiavelli says it outright. The first impression that one gets of a ruler and of his brains is from seeing the men that he has about him. Choose people who finish, who speak plainly, and who benefit when you win. That one line explains why your hires, partners, and close contacts decide how rooms judge you. Give each ally a clear role with 1 metric and 1 date. Publicly thank them by name when that metric moves. Quiet credit makes strong circles stronger. It rewards the behavior you want repeated and signals to everyone else how to work with you. Keep a small truth window each week with 2 people who see clearly. Ask 1 question. What am I not seeing? Listen without defense. Pick 1 fix, act within 7 days, and close the loop. A small dose of blunt honesty keeps you accurate without making you look indecisive. Make it easy for good people to help. Share outcomes, not your whole recipe. Hand them the piece they can move now and the date it matters. Your guardrails protect speed and keep you safe from leaks. Comment this line: strong circle, clean standards, steady proof. Now, set terms that survive pressure. Promises fade when incentives change. Treat every agreement like a small system, a scope, a price, and a date that can be checked in the open. When rooms get loud, you don't argue. You point to the system and keep building. Machiavelli warns against trusting words without structure. Therefore, a wise lord cannot, nor ought he to, keep faith when such observance may be turned against him, and when the reasons that caused him to pledge it exist no longer. Read it today as a caution for you. Don't rest your future on loose promises. Use pilots, staged access, and receipts. If conditions change, adjust your terms in one clean pass and continue with proof. Turn that into simple rules. Rule 1. Most things start as a paid pilot. 1 week, 1 metric, 1 owner. Rule 2. New asks live in a new block with a new price and date. Rule 3. Corrections beat apologies. Shrink scope. Set a new time. Ship a reduced slice within 72 hours. Write your terms once so you don't have to repeat them forever. Rate floor, response window, meeting length, change policy. Share the link and point, calmly. A boundary on paper is stronger than a speech under pressure. When someone tries to buy your time with praise, be warm and exact. Thank you. Review on Thursday. Glad to add a quick pass for a small fee. Praise turns useful when it moves the calendar. If it resists structure, it wasn't real. Use your proof kit when threads heat up. A before, after with timestamps, a 30-second clip of the result working, and one line with a number and the next date. Post one item and return to the schedule. Boring ends drama. Comment this in the comments. Results decide, not sweet promises. Protect your leverage or power will leak while everyone smiles. Borrow reach, own the engine. Keep your process, your access, your list, and your admin keys under your hand. Share outcomes, not the switch. Machiavelli's rule is the harsh reminder. Whoever is the cause of another's becoming powerful will come to ruin himself. In modern life, don't build someone else's house with your bricks while your name fades. Co-brand, keep rights to your work, and ensure every joint project grows your assets, skills, systems, and direct channels, not just theirs. Map your world into 2 boxes. Box A, the core you must own. Method, templates, data, direct audience, release keys. Box B, the support you can rent. Editing, distribution boosts, specialized tooling. Let partners help with Box B inside tight fences. Box A stays in your hands. If someone insists on Box A to help better, offer a bounded pilot. Real partners accept results. Controllers demand keys. Keep a second path for every critical piece. 1 backup vendor, 1 alternate tool, 1 direct channel. Test 1 backup monthly. If a storm hits, you switch, you don't beg. People call it luck when they see you glide through chaos. It wasn't luck. It was margin. When you must reset terms, do it once, calmly, and completely. Here's the new scope, price, and date. Then deliver small wins on schedule. A slow drip of corrections looks weak. 1 clean pass looks like leadership. Don't rescue chaos. Help with structure or step back. Before you accept any quick favor, ask, what is the exact output? Who owns the rest? What drops to make room? If answers are foggy, offer a small paid triage or decline with a steady line. Book a scoped review next Wednesday. Learn to end rooms that refuse structure. If deadlines move for them but never for you, if credit flows up and blame flows down, if urgent only appears when you're busy, stop donating speed. Offer a pilot. If they refuse, walk. Quiet, clean, complete. Guard your posture. 2 seconds of silence before hard answers. Short sentences. Still shoulders. Calm tone. Your body says steady before your words arrive. Steady bodies buy time. Time lets your receipts land. When you miss, fix publicly with a smaller slice inside 72 hours. Say one line, change one behavior, post the new date. People forgive what you fix. They punish what you excuse. Close loops so next week doesn't leak. One-page handoff. What shipped? Where it lives? Who owns next? Revoke access you no longer need. Archive the thread. Loose ends turn into surprise support tickets that eat your focus. Choose where to be soft and where to be hard. Be soft in tone with people. Be hard on standards with time and scope. People may not love every answer, but they will trust your pattern. Trust is the road you travel when rooms are rough. Keep a simple scoreboard every Friday. What shipped? What moved? What you will stop. The stop line is your power. Removing one drain creates space for one. Leap. Most limits are not walls, they are leaks. As your proof stacks up, some will try to pull you back into old shapes. Free speed, full recipes, open calendar. Smile. Point to the sheet. Block B handles that. Repeat once, then build. Your job is to move the number, not to satisfy nostalgia. Your edge is now clear. A strong circle that finishes, terms that hold under heat, and leverage that grows no matter who sits across from you. You aren't loud. You're consistent. That's why it gets harder to limit you, crush you, or stop you. You have circle, terms, and leverage. Now you turn that into a pattern that keeps working no matter who sits across the table. The goal is simple. Your name stays steady. Your pace stays regular. And your results keep landing. Even when the room is loud or the weather changes. Think in 3 layers. Your rules, your tools, and your rhythm. Rules are the lines you always hold. Tools are the checklists, templates, and files that make the work fast. Rhythm is the schedule that repeats whether you feel like it or not. When the 3 lock together, you become hard to slow because your day runs on rails, not on moods. Machiavelli writes, "The chief foundations of all states are good laws and good arms, and as there cannot be good laws where the state is not well armed, it follows that where they are well armed, they have good laws." In real life, your laws are your standards. Your arms are the systems that enforce them. If you set rules but carry no tools, your rules crumble. If you carry tools but have no rules, your power leaks. Pair both. Simple standards, simple systems, and you stop begging for order because you bring it with you. Start with rules anyone can see. 1 price floor, 1 scope limit, 1 response window, 1 meeting length. Publish them once, point to them calmly, and work. Put the living versions in a short doc you control. A visible rule gets tested less because it lives on paper, not in your throat. Tools come next. Build a proof kit, before, after, with timestamps, a 30-second clip of the result working, 1 line with a metric, and the next date. Build a handoff kit, where the work lives, what shipped, who owns next. Build a reset kit. 1 sentence of ownership, a reduced slice, a new date inside 72 hours. These kits make you fast under pressure because you don't invent lines while adrenaline is high. Rhythm seals it. 2 deep work blocks a day with no messages. 1 brief window for replies. A weekly snapshot with the number that moved and the next checkpoint. People learn your pattern and start planning around you. That is quiet power. The room moves because your clock does. Comment this affirmation in the comments. Schedule over mood, results over talk. Now deal with weather. Luck will swing. Don't argue with weather. Prepare for it. Keep time margin, a small hidden cushion around deadlines. Keep scope margin, the minimum true, when ready to ship. Keep route margin, one backup vendor, one alternate tool, one direct channel. Test one backup each month. People call it luck when they see you glide through storms. It is not luck. It is margin you built when it was calm. Machiavelli writes, "Fortune is the arbiter of one half of our actions, but she still leaves us to direct the other half, or perhaps a little less. Take your half. That half is your cadence, your backups, your buffers, and your habit of turning talk into a one-week test with one number. The river will rise. Build dikes while the sun is out. Turn noise into math. When threads get loud, ask for the deciding metric and the deciding window. If they refuse numbers, you already have your answer. It was never about outcomes. Smile, post your next checkpoint, and get back to the build block. You do not need to win every talk. You need to win the schedule. Guard your name from two enemies, contempt and hatred. Contempt comes when you look weak, late, needy, inconsistent. Hatred comes when you take what isn't yours: credit, time, trust. Fix the first with steady rules and receipts. Prevent the second by returning what's theirs on time, crediting people by name, and keeping your tone warm when you say no. Keep your posture slow and exact. Short sentences, 2 seconds of silence before hard answers, still shoulders. Your body says steady before your words arrive. Steady bodies buy time. Time lets your results show. Do not sell your core to buy a fast win. Lend reach. Own the engine. If someone wants full access to support you better, offer a bounded pilot instead. 1 week, 1 metric, 1 price, staged access. Real partners accept results. Controllers want keys. Keys stay with you. When you must change terms, do it once, calmly and completely. Announce the new scope, price, and date. Then let time cool the room while you deliver small wins. Many small renegotiations read as weakness. One clean pass reads as leadership. Keep your fuel clean. Sleep like it matters because it does. 30 minutes of study a day on your craft. A short walk before hard calls. These small, boring things keep your decisions speed high. Tired minds chase approval. Clear minds hold standards. Put your kindness on rails so it scales. Set 1 pro bono slot per month or 1 hour a week for a cause you choose. Everything else follows the same rules as paid work. Clear scope, clear time, clear end. Planned giving keeps your heart open and your schedule sane. Teach people how to help you. Share outcomes, not recipes. Give them the piece they can move now and the date it matters. Thank them by name in public when the number moves. Credit is fuel. Give it on purpose. Machiavelli writes, "Everyone sees what you appear to be, and in the actions of all men, and especially of princes, one judges by the result." Do not fear this. Use it. Show a working step before you share a big theory. Show a number before you share a story. Pictures and dates travel fast in busy rooms. If you slip, correct fast. Shrink the scope, set a new date inside 72 hours, and ship a reduced slice. Say 1 sentence of ownership. Then let the fix speak. Corrections beat apologies, because they change tomorrow. Train your day like a factory, not a fire. Set the first deep work block before the world wakes. Put the highest leverage task there. No messages, no meetings. Move 1 number by a small but visible amount. That small move buys you a good day, because momentum at the start shields you from random pulls later. Protect against approval traps. Quick favor. Just this once. I know you'll understand. Before you accept, ask 3 things. What is the deliverable? Who owns the rest? What drops to make room? If answers are foggy, offer a small paid triage with one metric. Real urgency accepts structure. Fake urgency argues. Watch 3 signals that say, "Pull back now." Their deadlines keep moving while yours must stay fixed. Credit floats up. Blame rolls down. Urgent appears only when you are busy. 2 signals mean stop donating speed. Offer a pilot or walk clean and quiet. Fight copycats with pace, not posts. When they mirror your last move, change shape, raise the quality bar, reorder the plan, or pull a date forward. The first mover gets attention. The faster learner keeps it. Learning speed is a power you own. Choose where to be soft and where to be hard. Soft in tone welcomes truth and keeps rooms calm. Hard in terms protects your time and outcome. Say it straight, I won't be offended. Soft. New items go in block B with this rate and date. Hard. People may not love every answer, but they will trust the pattern. Cut 1 leak each week, a vague meeting, a forever thread, a missing checklist. Write the fix once, reuse it. The smartest builders are the best removers. Subtraction returns force. Store proof where rooms can't erase it. Keep your metrics, files, and admin in your system. Save links, receipts, and handoffs in one place you control. When the cast changes, your record stands. Do not chase every rumor. If something must be said, say it once in the right room. Share the receipt. Name helpers. Set the next date. Then go back to work. Your future needs momentum, not public sparring. Turn praise into motion. Appreciate it. Next check is Thursday. Turn pushback into an experiment. 1 week AB, metric X decides. This way, every signal feeds the engine. Make allies easy to be. Offer a small role with quick payoff. Thank by name. People repeat behavior that earns them quiet wins. A circle like this is a moat no rival sees until it's too late. If guilt hits when you hold a line, check the record. Did you deliver what you said? Did you offer fair options? Did you set the next date? Then the guilt is a habit from a past you're leaving. Keep the next promise. Log the proof. Move on. Keep a simple scoreboard every Friday. What shipped? What moved? What I'll stop? The stop line is power. Removing 1 drain creates space for 1 leap. Most limits aren't walls, they're leaks. Comment this affirmation in the comments. Boundaries steady, proof on time. Now pull all of this into a 7-day loop you can actually run. Day 1. Pick 1 metric you can move by a small amount. Build the minimum true win toward it. Day 2. Ship a visible step, clip, link, or before, after, with a timestamp. Day 3. Log friction. Fix 1 bottleneck. Day 4. Set a tiny pilot with 1 ally. Give them a clear role, metric, and date. Day 5. Post a snapshot, number moved, and the next checkpoint. Credit helpers by name. Day 6. Study for 30 minutes. Upgrade 1 tool or template. Day 7. Write next week's minimum true win and block your deep work windows. Repeat. This loop is boring. That's why it wins. Boring is clear. Clear is fast. Fast is hard to stop. When you meet a heavy room, do not inflate your voice. Inflate your receipts. Your updates get shorter as your proof gets stronger. Live. 12% improvement. Next check Tuesday. Rooms that matter reward this language because it saves them time and gives them certainty. If you must exit a deal to protect your name, do it once, calmly, and complete the handoff. Return assets that are theirs. Revoke access that is no longer needed. Close the thread. Leave a final receipt with what shipped and where it lives. Clean exits cost less than long arguments. Never forget the simple posture that started all of this. Calm voice, tight standards, visible results, and a clock that does not flinch. You will not need loud statements about power. The room will learn your power by scheduling around you, trusting your dates, and changing shape when your proof arrives. This is how no one can limit you, crush you, or stop you. You make your laws and carry your arms. You prepare for weather and still move on schedule. You show results, not theories. You keep your keys and share your credit. You fix fast when you miss. And you remove one leak every week so your yes stays strong. People who once pushed you will adjust. People who once used you will fade. People who value outcomes will gather. Machiavelli writes it in the line, "You can carry anywhere." In the actions of all men, one judges by the result. Let them judge. Give them something clean to see. Then do it again next week. You've built quiet force, proof on a schedule, lines you hold without heat, allies who finish, and keys that stay in your hand. Now you lock this into a life pattern, one that works in rough rooms and calm ones, with different bosses, markets, or teams. The aim is steady. Keep respect, keep motion, keep your name clean. Begin with a simple picture of power: rules, tools, and rhythm. Rules are your standards: price floor, scope limit, response window, meeting length. Tools are the small kits that make pressure easy: proof kit, handoff kit, reset kit. Rhythm is the clock you follow: 2 deep work blocks, 1 reply window, 1 weekly snapshot with the number that moved and the next date. When rules, tools, and rhythm click together, people plan around you. That's power without noise. Keep your eyes on what survives a storm. You will face late payments, sudden changes, loud critics, and unfair credit. Don't try to win those with speeches. Win them with math, cadence, and backups. If a gate closes, you route around it. If a date slips, you shrink the slice and land a reduced win inside 72 hours. If a critic gets loud, you show the clip and point to the checkpoint. The room learns. You are dependable when things tilt. Machiavelli gives you the calm frame for this. Fortune is the arbiter of one half of our actions, but she still leaves us to direct the other half, or perhaps a little less. Take your half. Build buffers of time, scope, and roots. Use short pilots with one metric so a miss costs little and a hit scales fast. You don't guess the weather, you prepare for it. Write an affirmation in the comments. I control my half, cadence, buffers, proof. Turn your week into a loop that can't be quietly blocked. Day 1, pick the smallest useful win for your main metric. Day 2, ship a visible step, clip, link, or before, after, with a timestamp. Day 3, remove one friction that slowed you. Day 4, give a small, clear task to an ally and set a date. Day 5, post a snapshot, number moved and next checkpoint, credit helpers by name. Day 6, study for 30 minutes, improve one template. Day 7, write next week's minimum true win and block your deep work windows. Repeat. Boring, good. Boring is clear, clear is fast, fast is hard to stop. Keep your goodness useful, not exploitable. You can be kind and firm, help with a clear end, refuse rescues that eat your week. Before you accept a quick favor, ask 3 things. What is the deliverable? Who owns the rest? What drops to make room? If answers are foggy, offer a small paid triage or decline with a steady line. Booked this week. Scoped review next Wednesday. Real urgency accepts structure. Fake urgency argues. Protect the engine. Borrow reach. Own the core. Your method, templates, data, and admin access stay with you. If a partner asks for your full process to support you better, share outcomes, not recipes. Offer a bounded pilot. 1 week, 1 metric, 1 price. Real partners accept results. Controllers want keys. Machiavelli's warning is crisp and still useful. Mercenaries and auxiliaries are useless and dangerous. In today's work, Dependence looks strong from the outside and weak from the inside. Use contractors, tools, and platforms, but don't let any one of them become your lungs. Keep a second path for what matters. One alternate vendor, one backup tool, one direct channel. Test a backup monthly so you can switch, not panic. Drop an affirmation in the comments. Own the engine. Rent the help. Make endings clean so next week's don't leak. When a project finishes, send one page. What shipped, where it lives, who owns next. Revoke access you no longer need. Archive the thread. Loose ends turn into hidden support that steals your next win. Use posture as a tool. 2 seconds of silence before hard lines. Short sentences, still shoulders. The body says steady before the words arrive. Steady bodies buy time. Time lets your receipts land. If a conversation turns hot, show one item from your proof kit and point to the next date. Then build. No extra energy spent. Write rules that make drama impossible. Scope changes live in Block B with a price and a date. Meetings end when the goal is done. Messages get one reply window. Decisions happen by test when talk loops. 1 week AB, one number decides. These rules protect everyone's time, not just yours. Good rooms will thank you. Noisy rooms will learn or leave. Keep your name out of small fights. No subtweets. No hints. If something must be said, say it once in the right room, with the receipt. Credit helpers by name. Set the next date. Go back to the build block. Rooms that matter do not reward people who win threads. They reward people who keep trains on time. Use money and time as guardrails, not bait. A price floor protects quality. A fixed meeting length protects focus. A response window keeps alarms from running your day. These aren't tricks. They're how you stay reliable. Reliability is respect in motion. Watch the 3 signals that say, pull back now. 1. Their deadlines move, but yours may not. 2. Credit floats up and blame rolls down. 3. Urgent appears only when you are busy. 2 signals mean stop donating speed. Offer a paid pilot with 1 metric. If they refuse, step away. Clean, quiet, complete. If a miss hits you, wrong call, late delivery, bad read, own 1 sentence, change 1 behavior, and set a new date inside 72 hours. Then deliver the reduced slice. People forgive what you fix. They punish what you excuse. Corrections beat apologies because they change tomorrow. Keep raising your quality floor. Copycats can mirror shapes. They can't mirror standards that climb each month. Move first, then learn faster. Reorder the plan, lift the bar, or pull a date forward. The first mover gets attention. The faster learner keeps it. Shape your circle with intent. Give tiny tasks with dates to new allies. If they land clean, give more. If they stall or chase your blueprint instead of outcomes, keep them friendly, but outside the engine. Your circle decides how strong you look when you're not in the room. Credit often. Name people when their part ships. Quiet credit is fuel. The more you give fairly, the more capable people want to work near you. Everyone wins and your reputation grows without speeches. Keep your scoreboard simple and honest. Each Friday, what shipped, what moved, what I'll stop. The stop line is your power line. Removing 1 drain creates space for 1 leap. Most limits aren't walls. They're leaks you haven't sealed yet. Guard your calm. Sleep before hard moves. Eat before tough calls. Walk 10 minutes before a meeting that may push your lines. Calm bodies carry clean messages. Clean messages protect your standards. Teach people how to read you. Share outcomes and dates, not moods and drafts. If they need detail, they'll ask. Give it once, then return to the work. Over-explaining sounds like doubt. Clear proof looks like leadership. If someone tries to shame your boundaries as not team-friendly, point to the rules that serve everyone: on-time delivery, clean handoffs, clear scope, short meetings. Those rules help clients, users, and teammates. Your lines protect those rules. Make generosity part of your plan so it never empties you. 1 pro bono slot a month or 1 hour a week for a cause you choose. Everything else follows the same rules as paid work: clear scope, clear time, clear end. Planned giving keeps your heart open and your schedule strong. When you exit a deal, do it once and right. Thank them for what worked. State the close and date. Hand off what's theirs and go. Many small exits create gossip. 1 clean exit creates space for better work and better rooms. Keep your identity simple, steady, exact, and on time. A person who keeps promises small and lands them earns trust faster than a person who pleases everyone and breaks under pressure. Trust buys room. Room buys speed. Speed buys quiet power. Remember what the Florentine taught about pictures and results. People judge what they can see. Let them see working steps on a schedule. Let them hear short, calm lines. Let them read a clear next date. You don't need to say you are strong. You need to be a clock. Write one last affirmation in the comments. Calm voice, firm standards, proof on schedule. Your pattern is now clear and difficult to contain. You keep your keys, you turn talk into tests, you build buffers while it's quiet, you correct fast when you miss, you give credit and keep receipts, and you never trade your engine for borrowed shine. That is why no one can quietly limit you. That is why attempts to crush you turn into pressure you absorb. That is why efforts to stop you meet a clock that does not flinch. Carry this with you. Rooms change, bosses change, markets change. Your pattern can hold. Take your half, do it on time, and let results finish the sentence. Machiavelli's pages gave you the lens, your cadence will do the rest.